Alright, video review of Bluff Oysters. I don't know if they are the best oysters in the world. I don't know if it's fair to make that claim or to say that New Zealand produces the best oysters in the world. But if you ask any New Zealander who's had this, they will, I imagine, testify. What makes these oysters so special? I don't really know, but they're incredibly soft. You know, they have a very smooth, silky texture to them. They're fairly large. They're only in season for about maybe 3 months of the year. They're kind of salty flavored, you know. And just, when you compare them to other shellfish, to other oysters, to other mussels, to other scallops, they just have pretty much the best flavor. So good, in fact, that one of these currently retails for $26? $27. And that's if you get one of these cheap. So one of these only holds 12 oysters. They call it 2 servings of 6. There's 12 oysters. So you can buy these oysters alive right now down in Queenstown, New Zealand, which is, you know, the super expensive adventure capital of New Zealand, for $12 each for one oyster. I hate to think what these things cost if you bought them, you know, overseas, because, you know, you'd have to freeze them and then, you know, refrigerate, transport, then unfreeze them. I just had it with some wasabi. So, some other interesting things to note about these oysters. These oysters, people who work in supermarkets in New Zealand during the oyster season, which I believe goes from March through to about May, June, thereabouts, sort of the start of winter, sort of autumn, winter. People who work in supermarkets are known for finding these containers empty in the supermarket, on the supermarket shelves. Why? People go in there, they go to the back of the supermarket where they sell all the fish products, all the fish and stuff. They get the bottle, they open it up in the supermarket, they start eating the oysters, and they finish eating the oysters before they get to the checkout. So the container of oysters, you know, these are expensive. The container of oysters never makes it to the checkout. It's theft by consumption. These people will literally steal it. Well, actually, they don't all steal it. Some people will actually take their empty container to the checkout and say, these are my oysters, I've already eaten them, but I have to pay for them. And other people, the more dishonest ones, will just put the oysters on the shelf and not pay for them. So, as a result of this, some supermarkets, when you want to get the oysters, they won't physically give you the oysters until you've paid for them. So you got to go to the checkout, pay for your oysters, then head back into the supermarket with like a little coupon. Then they actually give you your oysters after you've paid for them. Coco just made this fish. Is it blue cod?
It's cod.
We're also having pizza as well. Alright, so where do these delicious little buggers come from? Well, you can't, okay, first of all, as I said before, they are seasonal. You cannot buy these things all year round. They come from the Fovo Strait. So the Fovo Strait is, we've been down there last Christmas. It is between Bluff and Stewart Island. So that little strait there, down between Bluff in South Island and Stewart Island, that's called Fovo Strait. That's known as the oyster beds. The oysters come from there. And Bluff actually has an annual oyster festival every May. Annual oyster festival.
This year is 26th of May.
Yeah.
You have to come.
We want to go, we've never made the time to go. Maybe we'll go next year. So those were Bluff Oysters. They get a solid 10 out of 10. How do you rate the Bluff Oysters?
10 out of 10. Awesome. That is the best oysters in the world. You like this channel? You like this oysters? Subscribe. Y2J Destination.